and Robin.
Trey, I feel like somebody's going to ask you, so I might as well. Just can you walk us through that possession specifically, the three, how it unfolds? Coach Woodson said the bench was trying to get everybody's attention. The shot clock was a little bit shorter than normal. And I mean, what do you see when you put it up?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know the rule. I don't think anybody on the court really knew the rule that it resets to 20. So I thought it might have been a clock malfunction or something. That's why I was trying to get the ref's attention. So we knew we had to go, and then we just kind of called for a high ball screen, and the play kind of broke down, and then, I mean, just trusted my shot, and it went in, so it's good.
Robbie, the mic.
Yeah, Anthony, Trey, if you guys could both just kind of give your thoughts on this. You guys have had to fight all year, you know. You come into today, not a great first half, you got to fight, you get the win. Just how much does this day, this game kind of encapsulate the fight that you guys have had to get back in the NCAA tournament picture? Just the year that you've been able to kind of finish off, or in the process of finishing off.
I think, I mean, yeah, just the seasons they're always so long, and like there's times where things are always look worse and look like everything is just not going your way, and there's times where you feel like you're on top of the world. And so the good teams are able to balance that and are able to stay even keel. We've done a great job of that recently, to be able to bounce back from big wins or bounce back from big losses. And so we weren't doing that early on in the season, and now we're starting to figure that out. And it's helping us, and we're winning games. So we just got to stick to that and be ready to go, because I mean, we're not done yet. That's a big win, but we're going to the Big Ten tournament, and so we got to focus on that.
Yeah, and I'll just add, all three of us take a lot of pride in wearing this jersey and representing it the right way, and we know what it means growing up as kids here. So we look forward to that challenge, and knowing that with us as leaders and us as a foundation, like we are going to be willing to overcome a lot of things if we just keep chipping away. So for us, it's almost like a dream come true being senior guards, coming down the end of the year, going into March. It's the opportunity to make those sort of plays and trust in each other and all the work that we put in, and just give it our best.
And Daniel.
Anthony, before the flagrant foul, did you kind of feel you guys needed something like a spark? And that play, is it a culmination of your effort on the defensive side throughout the game that leads to that moment that he gets frustrated, throws the elbow?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we were dealing with them going on a run at the time, and we needed something to get things going the right way. And for me, it's just trying to play as hard as I can and trusting that good things will happen. In that moment, just caused me a little bit of frustration throughout the game, and eventually it leads to something good for us. So that was able to turn the tides and get us some momentum. And then Trey hits a huge shot on the stretch. We get some stops. It's a great way to go out.
Daniel and Tom.
Trey, I want to say that Woodson mentioned he felt it wasn't right how you were kind of treated throughout the year, and had a kind of the crowd, the way the crowd handled you. I'm curious how you handled that, and just kind of the way that it all kind of turned on you at times throughout the year.
I mean, I think just the biggest thing, I mean, like my dad's always telling me, like, if you listen to the crowd, you're gonna be sitting with them. And so, and that really hit home. It's like, I was like, okay, like, you can't really worry about what's going on the outside. All I care about is what's in the locker room with me, and just really just trusting that my teammates trust me to make plays, and no matter what was said or what was going on, it doesn't really matter, because all that matters is, like I said, my teammates and trying to help them be better and help myself get better.
Tom and Zach.
Anthony, I'd like to get your perspective on this if I could. Tonight, Trey scores 1,000 points for his career. He's on a list now of 56 people who've ever done it at the school. You've been around him since you guys were kids, and you've seen his journey here for 5 years. For him to accomplish that today and have his name on a list that will never go away or never get erased, what's that mean to you to see your friend do that?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, he knows I'm here supporting him through the highs and the lows, and we've had a lot of highs and a lot of lows through our career, but for him to just continue working and doing what he does well, and just being super reliable for our team has been really big, not just this year, but in previous years. So, I mean, I'm always supporting him, trying to find ways to get him going, get him in grooves, make the game easier for him, and I know that, when he does what he does well, our team plays a lot better. So it's just a culmination of all the work that he's been putting in, and I'm really proud of him. I know he's going to do really good things coming down the stretch.
Zach and the gym.
Luke, 35% from the field, 25% from three-point range today as a team. What does that say about you guys moving forward in postseason play? You guys can win ugly.
Yeah, something that I tried to emphasize to the team earlier in the season, when we were going through our scoring ruts was, it doesn't matter how much we score, how well we shoot, we should be able to still win games when it's ugly. So for us to be in a must-win game for our postseason hopes, for senior night at home too, for us to come out and play the defense that we did, I think it's just a testament to how much we've grown as a team together.
Jim and the Will.
Anthony or Trey, you guys have been through a lot of adversity this year, but on the court, your last 8 home games, you did not hold a lead at the half in any of those, but yet you won half of those, and the half that you didn't, they were games that you almost won. Is that going to help you guys as you go forward, having that toughness of being in those close games like that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously we wanted to win all those games. We put ourselves in good positions
We'll go with the,
to
school
be
audio.
in the game going on the stretch there. But yeah, I mean, we hope to start playing our best basketball right now, because this is when it really counts, going into the Big Ten tournament and March Madness. So for us, it's just learning from those little things and knowing that our goals are all still right in front of us.
We too will be learning from some of these little things.
Will and Zach.
Trey, obviously the win wasn't cemented yet, but looking back now, do you think seeing that 30-footer just go through the net is a pretty fulfilling moment, like on your career on senior night, and just to be able to have that moment?
Yeah, it was great. Just happy that we got the win on senior day. That's what I'll remember the most is winning and going out as a winner in Summit Hall. So that's what I'll remember.
Seth and then Dylan.
Luke, when Trey hit that big shot at the end, what goes through your mind? How cool is it for you to see him have a moment like that here on senior night?
Yeah, well, I didn't believe it. I said to myself out loud, I said, "Oh," and then S-H-I-T. So I was pretty, happy, because it was a big shot. I feel like some of the games we've lost earlier, other teams have hit big shots against us. You think Maryland, you think Purdue with Trey Kaufman jump up from the free throw line. So it was good to see one of them go down for us. And for Trey, that's been here for 5 years, through ups and downs, both these guys, I've only been here for a year, so I'm getting the back end of their careers at this university. So I couldn't be more happy, more proud for these two guys, especially, Trey hitting that shot.
Last question, Dylan.
Luke, I think the last time you were up here on this podium, it was after the Illinois game, and you were pretty certain that you guys were going to turn things around when it looked pretty bleak at that point. Just now you guys have won 4 of 5, you're up here after a win, maybe closing in on an NCAA tournament berth. Just what does it mean to you that you've been able to back up what you said that night?
Yeah, we've always known that we have what it takes in the locker room. We got the guys with the right mentality, and coaches have really put a lot of trust in us. A lot of the times in the huddles now, we're kind of calling the plays, helping coach out, telling them what we see. So we have a collective effort from everybody involved, coaches, guys that are in the rotation, out of the rotation, walk-ons. I think, it all comes together to be something good. So since that moment, we've all come together really well. We all have a common goal now. I think everybody's all bought into what we want to do, and, we're reaping the benefits now.
Thanks, guys.
Quick shout out to Coach. It was his last game here too before he steps down. So, we were just really happy for him to be able to send him out on a win. He means the world to us. So, shout out Coach Woodson.
Thanks, fellas.